Findes algorithm will return one single maximally specific hypothesis out of hypothesis space, but there may exist other hypotheses which will classify the data consistently. If we want to find out more than one hypothesis, what is the method? For that, we need to have Verneuil space. In Verneuil space, we have candidate elimination algorithm which will give us more than one hypothesis. Candidate elimination algorithm will return set of hypotheses which will consistent with our training example. Let us solve candidate elimination algorithm. We will use the same training data sample which we have used for Findes algorithm. In Findes we have first defined maximally specific hypothesis, then we made it to grow and we got a generic hypothesis. This is actually minimally specific hypothesis. After this, there is a possibility of having some hypothesis which will classify the training data. Let us initialize the candidate elimination algorithm. As we have initialized the Findes algorithm, here also we will initialize the hypothesis with the null values. Since we have got 6 attributes, 6 null values are written. So S0 will indicate maximally specific boundary which will grow, which will take only positive training samples. We will define our specific boundary with 6 null values since 6 attributes are there. We will also define specific boundary with 6 null values since 6 attributes are there. We will also define a generic boundary which will have all the question marks, that is 6 question marks. So G0 will indicate most generic boundary which will take negative training samples and which will shrink. Maximally specific boundary will grow, whereas most generic boundary will shrink. The maximally specific boundary will grow, we have seen in case of Findes algorithm. Let us take the first training example, X1. X1 we have got sunny, warm, normal, strong, warm, same. Hence, we have written S1 will be, we need to compare sunny with the null values, and if they are same, then we need to write sunny only. If they are not same, then we need to take most general one. So S1 will be same as that we have written in case of Findes algorithm. It is sunny, warm, normal, strong, warm and same. We have considered X1 since it is a positive training sample. This positive training sample, when it comes to generic boundary, it will not be considered. So G1 will be again all question mark 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. G1 won't change. Let us go to the next one, that is S2. Now sunny need to be compared with the sunny. The values are same. It will remain same. For the next maximally specific boundary, we will compare S1 with X2 and we will write the S2. So sunny is compared with sunny, sunny is written. Warm is compared with warm, warm is written. Both are same. Normal is compared with the high. So question mark will be written because they are not same. We are taking the most generic value, which question mark will indicate any value is acceptable. Next, strong is compared with strong, same. Warm is compared with warm, it is same. Same is compared with same. S2 is positive training sample, hence there won't be any effect on G2 from that, from X2. So again 6 question marks will remain here. Let us go for the next one. Next we have got X3. X3 need to be compared with S2. If you see X3 is a negative training sample. Negative training sample is not considered in case of maximally specific boundary. In case of S3, the earlier hypothesis will remain same. The earlier hypothesis will be copied. Question mark, strong, warm, and same. When this negative sample, when we give it to generic boundary, here we need to consider one training sample, one training attribute at a time. Then we need to write G3. Let us take the first question mark, and that need to be compared with X3. So G3 will be question mark is compared with question mark. If we want to show this training example as negative, then we need to find out a attribute value which is opposite to Rainy and which can classify this one as negative. So opposite of the Rainy, whether it is available in our training samples, yes, Sunny is available. So Rainy can be replaced with Sunny to show this training example as negative. We have Sunny and all question mark. We will consider the next attribute value. Cold is compared with question mark, and if we want to show the cold, this training example as negative, we need to replace the cold with the opposite value. Then only this training example will be shown as negative training sample. That is what we want. So opposite of cold value is available. Yes, warm is available. Hence, we will keep the first question mark as it is. Then second we will replace with warm and all question marks as it is. Next, this question mark we will take the third attribute, that is high. If we want to show X3 as negatively classified, then we need to replace high with the opposite value. High opposite value normally is available in X1. That will show the normal, this one as negative, but it will show X2 as again negative, but actually positive is required. So we cannot replace high with normal, because the normal value will show the second training sample, that is X2, as negative, which is not required. Actually positive is required. Hence the third attribute cannot be iterated. Next we will go for the fourth one, strong. To show this training sample as negative, we need a opposite of the strong. It is not available. Hence again the fourth attribute value is also not considered. That hypothesis is not also considered. Next we will go for the fifth one, warm. The opposite of the warm is not available. Again this will be discarded. That hypothesis is not written. The last one is change. For change we have got the opposite value same. If we replace that one change with the same, that will show the X3 as negatively classified. That is what we want, and it won't change the earlier two training samples. This training sample same will show as yes, that is positive, yes it is required, and this one X2 also it will show as positively classified. That is what is required. So one more option we have got is same. So third iteration is over. We will go for the fourth iteration. Yes, 4. If you see in case of FindS algorithm, X4 is positively classified. That cannot be considered here. In case of S4, we can compare the S3 value with X4 value, and if they are same we will write, otherwise we will write the question mark as we have written in the earlier one. So this value will be sunny, warm, question mark, strong, question mark, and question mark. To get G4, we need to see the X4 and we need to compare it with G3 so that we can show this one as negatively classified. If I compare the first hypothesis with X4, Sunny is there, Sunny is here, then all question mark will indicate any values are acceptable. So this will show this example as positively classified. That is, we can take it Sunny 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Second one, we can have first attribute value anything, that is Sunny, it is possible. Second one, we must have warm. Warm is present there. Then we can have anything. So this also we can consider. Question mark, warm, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 question mark. Next, if we consider this hypothesis and it is compared with X4, first 5 attributes can be anything. So Sunny can be taken, warm can be taken, high can be taken, strong can be taken, cold can be taken. If you see the last one, that need to be same. But if you see here, it is a chain. So if you consider this hypothesis will show X4 as negatively classified, which is not required. Hence, this hypothesis is not considered. It is eliminated. So this hypothesis again will shrink and will give us only 2 hypotheses. If you see the candidate elimination algorithm, the maximally specific boundary is growing and most generic boundary is shrinking. It will give more than one hypothesis rather than giving only one specific hypothesis, as that in case of FIND-S algorithm. The final hypothesis set will lie between S4 and G4. We can find out hypotheses which have in between these two, that is S4 and G4. If we compare, here we have got 5 question marks and here we have got 3 question marks. So hypothesis which contains the question marks between these two, that is 5 and 3, that is 4 question marks, can be accepted. Now, which are all the possibility? We need to consider hypotheses which lie between these two hypotheses, that is S4 and G4, which need to have 4 question marks. Here there are 3, here there are 5. So in between value we want to take means there are 4 question marks. So all the possibilities you can write it here. That will be your final answer. That is the hypothesis which will satisfy the training sample. Consider Sunny, warm and all question mark. One possibility, because this hypothesis is not present here. First one. Second one is it contains 4 question marks. Third one is this won't be showing either in this case and this case. That is Sunny is present, warm is present and question mark will indicate any value is acceptable. So this is one of the possibility. Another possibility is question mark, warm, question mark, strong, question mark and question mark. Question mark means anything, so Sunny we can take. Warm means warm is already here. Another question mark means again any value can be accepted. Strong is already there. This is one more possibility. Third possibility is Sunny, question mark, strong, question mark and question mark. That is taken from here. So this will satisfy both. Again Sunny is there, question mark means any value. Then if you see 4 question marks are there. In short, you need to have the hypothesis set here. Between these two hypothesis set, all the combination, all the possibilities you can take, that will be your final answer.